Hello, and welcome back to another episode. Today, I think we build something. I think we build that creeper farm. Since I've been able to well, I did a little bit of mining between episodes. Yeah. Yep. So, we have our area over here cleared out. We have a bit of a sticky situation. It looks like where we decided to put our gunpowder farm, also a slime chunk. So we're gonna have to build it up higher than I wanted to originally so that we don't have any slime spawning in our creeper farm. So let me hop all the way down there and I will probably start building this from the bottom up. Alright, I've cleared out the slimes that had spawned down here, and I'm way down here at y=11. Now, in order to prevent the slimes from spawning in the actual creeper farm itself, I need to put the bottommost layer of the creeper farm up at y=40. And I'm wanting to drop the creepers and have them die from the fall damage. So I need at least 24 blocks for that in order for them to die from the falling. So I think I'm actually going to make that 25 blocks worth of falling. So 40 minus 25 is like 15 some. So I need to raise up the floor here 4 levels. So I'm going to go ahead and find the center of where I want the creeper farm to be. Then I'm going to go up 4 blocks from there. Make a little platform maybe. And then start towering up with glass. So I've got some work to do. In case you guys are wondering what resources you would get from clearing out a massive section like, well, this this entire section over here, these 5 double chests are all stone. I used my silk touch pick exclusively when digging this all out, except for like 15 cobblestone. This is the actual resource kind of chest. There's a lot of slime blocks in here because the slime chunk that I'm over. Yeah, I got like 3.5 stacks of iron. Got an absolute ton of coal. Got a bunch of gold. Yeah. Then this is all of the other granite, diorite, decorative blocks. Alright, so this spot right here is the center of my farm. I'm going to have to remove the beacon. That moved somewhere else. And now I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to round this in smooth stone. Then I'm going to start towering up with glass. But I think even before I do that, I'm going to cover this layer, this ground over here in half slabs. That way I will prevent the slimes from spawning, kind of being generally annoying while I'm trying to build the rest of the farm. Alright, so now I have my glass. My plan is just to go all the way around this 2x3 platform here. This is where all of the creepers are going to fall down to. And I'm going to pillar up until y=40. Here I go. Alright, I have my platform built here. It is 20 by 15. I included a 3-block extra on both sides in line with the center drop here. The design that we're going to build here is a cat-powered design. The reason being is that we need some way for the creepers that spawn to be moved into a central spot and then dropped. And creepers are scared of cats. So when we'll have a cat on this end and we'll have a cat on that end. And when a creeper spawns, they'll see the cat and they'll run away. So we need to try to figure out a way to funnel them in towards our drop area. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do 2 blocks here, then diagonals out, and then we're gonna go 6. And then we're gonna go bring this all the way across and side here. Okay, so this is what the inside, sort of the outline of it looks like. We will need to raise this up another row. All right, so this is what it looks like. 2 layers here. Now, the next thing we need to do, we need to make a number of trapdoors. We actually need quite a lot of trapdoors. So, we're going to put 1 trapdoor here in the center. Now, it should be the bottom side of the topmost layer here, of the second layer. So, if I close it, it covers up that entire block. We're going to want to leave it down, and then this is where we're going to put our cat. So our cat's going to be here, and it's going to scare all of the creepers off in our drop chamber. We have 6 of our trapdoors are actually going to go here over top of our drop zone. The reason being is that we will then open these all up, and the creepers will think that this is just a flat area, so they'll walk over here, and they'll think that they'll be fine. But because we open them up, they'll actually walk over here and fall down. As a safety measure, I'm going to leave these closed while I'm building it, so that I don't accidentally drop 25 blocks down. And then I'm going to come in with some more smooth stone and cover this all up, and that'll be the floor for the next layer. But we're also going to want to come in here and put a trap door on ceiling then of this layer here. The reason being is that a creeper is able to spawn in this little tiny area, but it will prevent the spawns of zombies, of skeletons, of pillagers, of witches, of basically every other mob, except for spiders that are able to spawn in this area. And we're going to use carpets, kind of a pattern on the floor to prevent spider spawns. So, I need to go grab some wool. I need to go grab some wood, and I need to bring our cat down here. I'm going to cover up this layer here, and I'm going to follow our outline here of our first layer exactly. I'm not going to do the extra side here just yet. I will end up having this extra outline around our farm for all of my layers going up, but I want to talk about that before I get too much farther. I will also build out the other half of this layer as well, and then it's just going to be an exact copy of the side. I want to do 6 or 7 layers of the creeper farm. Means I need 2 cats per layer. So that comes out to be about 12 or 14 cats. Now to find cats, they're usually spawn around villages. So that's why I'm over here at the desert village on the other side of my mountain there. I'm going to run around here and see if I can find myself a cat. And they like raw fish. So if I find one, I'll have to approach cautiously, slowly, try to feed them some fish. They might like me and follow me back to the base. Not seeing any cats at the moment, and I am not hearing any cats. So, might be out of luck here. Found a cat. Alright, so I'm gonna run over here. Going to kind of slow down a little bit. They like to run away if they see you. Crouch and sneak towards them. Won't run away as fast. I'm hoping that she can see the raw fish in my hand towards me. Bug. Cats. Hello. Oh, come back here. Hello. Want fish? the water. No. Come here. Kitty cat. I am such a dog person in real life that this is painful. This is how I feel in real life. I interact with a cat. They just run off and do their own thing, and I'm sitting there like, but I just want to say hi. Come here. I've got fishies for you. Really? I'll try chasing her in the water again. You not want the fish? So confused, kitty cat. And there we go. Likes me. See how she has the collar on. Sitting. Oops. Have you stand up? Follow me. I need to find at least one more cat. If I have 2 cats, I'll be able to breed them back at the base. Make it a little bit easier. It'll also be really slow. Oh, you're happy. You're purring. And I see a cat way off in the distance. Let's see if we can tame this one as well. And there's a 3rd cat. See if I can get both of them here. We have turtles over here too? Alright, need to sleep. She brought me a gift. You brought me string. I totally need more string. We have 3 cats now. One more black cat over here. Where did it go? There she is. We're chasing it. Alright. Hello. Boom. I have baby cat. I have kitties. All right. Back to our base. We'll probably get all of these cats breeding. We can get up to the 12 or 14 cats that we need. All right, I've bred up another cat. I'm gonna see if we can breed up yet one more. I'm gonna tell, especially the little ones, to sit. Red, you are available to. I want another kitty cat. so I now have 7 cats. Probably about half of what I need for the upper end. So I think what I'm going to do, have the little ones sit. This is not where I'm going to keep the cats for good, but I'm just going to keep them here for now. And then I'm going to bring the 2 that I just bred into the creeper farm and get the first layer up and running. So I'll be back. So all of the trapdoors are in on the ceiling of the first layer. Now it's time for the carpets. Now, spiders can spawn. They need a 3x3 area in order to spawn. We need to make sure that there's not 3 blocks touching each other right in a row. I'm going to start right in the middle. I'm going to put a carpet down and then skip 2 blocks on either side. And continue that on all the way to the back. I'm going to repeat that pattern over here. Then we are done, with the exception of some redstone stuff. And now that we have our lamps in here, it's all lit up, we should be able to remove all of our torches from inside. And this farm, as soon as we turn off the lamps, is ready to go. So I'm going to need to clean up a little bit on the outside here. I want to make sure that these are closed. Trap doors, I believe, let light in, so I might have to cover this up here if I want to do a test run. All right, so we're at the bottom now. So our creeper farm is up there. Creepers will end up falling through those trapdoors and they'll come all the way down here. Now I think what I want to do, I'm going to break in here. I'm going to remove this floor. I want this to be wood. I actually want this to be magma. The idea being that when they fall down, they'll die from fall damage. But if, for whatever reason, a few of them live with a little bit of health, they'll just be standing on the magma blocks and die from the magma blocks. I ended up changing how I did this collection system a little bit after I originally recorded it, so I thought that I would tear it all out and build it from scratch with you guys. So underneath the magma blocks here, I'm going to go from the center, and I'm going to place 2 redstone blocks, there and there. I'm then going to do 2 blocks out on the back, just smooth stone. And we're going to have our rails run along here. The reason being is we need the cart. We're going to have a hopper cart, a mine cart with a hopper running along this track, just going around in circles. And I was noticing without these back two that we were having drops being stuck on this back corner that weren't getting picked up. We're going to place powered rails on top of the redstone blocks here, as that will provide a constant signal. And we don't have to worry about turning it on or turning it off. We then need a buffer between our powered rail, our power, so our redstone block, and our hoppers. We're going to go right in front of the chest here. Reason being is we don't want our hoppers to get locked and not pick up any items from the hopper minecart. Now we run our rail on here. Should be able to get this to connect up. So it should look something like this. And then now the only thing that we have left is our hopper minecart. Let's put it here and give it a push. It should run like that forever now. Does back. So if I were to put a couple of items in here, they get picked up. Should have gotten picked up by the hopper and then spit out into the chest. And that is what happened. So this is the system that I'm using now, and it's working pretty good. Bats. Ooh, look at that. First couple of creepers coming out of there. Nice. Any more? And here comes another one. Holy cow, look at that. Full is this? That is one. Wow, look at this. They're just pouring out of there. A lot of that has to do with all of the torches that I've been running around lighting up. I think I have pretty much all of the caves lit up, and I ran around yesterday lighting up all of the surface too. But now even during night, this should run pretty well. This is just going. 31 already. So, yeah. I think I'm gonna add... I was thinking of 7 layers, going up 7 more layers. That should get me pretty close to the surface level. I'm tempted to go up 14 layers. Not to increase the number of drops here, because this seems incredible at the moment. But mostly because then it will be kind of a really tall tower, and I'll be able to kind of make it look a part of the rest of my base. That's part of the reason. But this looks to be working. This is pretty good. So I definitely don't want to just leave this giant hole just kind of sitting out in the open. So I'm going to end up kind of encasing it. I'm kind of thinking a similar vibe to the which is probably the villager breeder, with the sandstone, glowstone, and the maybe a splash of acacia here and there. So I might do that between episodes. I might do that next episode. Might go grab my elytra next episode now that I have almost a full stack of gunpowder in, like, I don't know, however many minutes this was. So yeah, this is incredible. This is awesome. This is better than I thought it was going to be. But that's great. That's awesome. Okay, I think it is time for some redstone. And I am here in the center of the farm. And the are my storage room and the places that I've marked out for future buildings are this direction. So I thought it made sense to do kind of the central hub for all of the redstone on this side of the build. So what I decided to do is put 6 redstone lamps on each layer, and I actually have 8 glowstone blocks pieces scattered around as well. The glowstone itself is just used as lighting, not used at all in the redstone at all, but I wanted to point it out. The lamps are used as part of the redstone. This is how we turn the farm on and off. They're lit up, then the farm is going to be off. They're off, the farm is going to be able to spawn creepers. So all of the layers are going to be similar. This section right here with the repeater and the block of redstone dust might be on one side or the other, depending on where the active redstone current is when my switch is turned on. And I have the switch all the way at the top. So let's just walk through it. This is probably this is what prompted the biggest change from what I had originally. So this is a tower with, there's a redstone lamp on the side of the block and a redstone dust on top. Now if you place down, if I pick this up and place it down, it'll be in this kind of plus formation. If I right click, it'll turn it into a dot. We need to make sure this is in a dot for this farm, because if it's in this kind of plus formation, possible that all of the trap doors inside of our farm, well, actually just 2 touching these blocks here, will actually get powered and they'll open up, and that will allow zombies or creepers or zombies or skeletons or whatever other taller mobs to actually spawn on that single block, which is possible to kind of clog up our farm that way. So we want to make it in dot placement so that that won't power the trapdoors on the other side of these blocks. So then we have a redstone dust going into a repeater. This is just to boost the signal so that it can get picked up all the way down at the end of our arms. We have a repeater coming off of our line here that powers these lamps here on the side. We're going to go this way first. And we put glowstone here in the corner to keep this walkway lit up. And a glowstone here in the center to keep the center of this side lit up. Now, redstone only gets powered out to, I think it's about 16 blocks of redstone dust away from our source, which in this case is our repeater, because repeaters will take a signal, whether it be a strong signal or a weak signal, and it'll boost it all the way 16 more blocks. So this block here, well, this block here is the end of that 16. So if we put this on the 17th, it'll pick up that very tiny weak signal and it'll boost it another 6 blocks. That's what this repeater is for. This repeater is used to power our lamp itself. If we were to remove this repeater, remove this dust and run a line over here, you see how this lamp does not get turned on? That's because this redstone dust just runs from this redstone dust to that redstone dust. It doesn't actually go into this block at all. That's why we need to put a dust right there and a repeater right there. So that way the lamp will pick up the signal from the redstone. And we just continue this line of dust all the way along until we hit the end of the power from this rail and up with another repeater, going into 2 more repeaters going into these lamps on the backside. Then we just have a glowstone here to light up this side. Now if we go this direction, this is essentially just the repeat of the other side that I talked about to power this side. So that is redstone as far as each individual layer goes. And again, the only difference from this layer to the next layer, what side the center redstone line gets picked up on. Sometimes it's on this line, sometimes it's here on the side. And I just base that off whatever side of this center tower line is actually powered when I have my lever turned on. All right, I'm up at the top here, and this is the layer that I have my lever on. Now I decided to do it this way because in the future, if I decide to have like a master power switch somewhere else in my base, I'll be able to just connect it up to this line and everything all should work just fine. Now really, everything is the same as far as the lamps go. So this line goes around and curves around and goes into the side, the back side lamp there underneath the cat on that side. Same thing with that side. The only real difference is instead of this repeater taking the line from our tower here and coming in, we actually put the repeater pushing into this block here. That will turn this lamp off. That will kind of cascade down the tower and power all the way down. And this way we're able to essentially tell the entire tower whether to be on or whether to be off. So that is the redstone. I think I've decided to stop here for now. We are just barely underneath the layer of the ground. This is 7 layers total. I'm considering going up 7 more layers, but that will mostly just be for looks, and I'll be able to see that from like the librarian's tower, this area over here, and my storage area. I'm going to hold off though. I'm not going to do those additional 7 until after I've gotten some of these other buildings built around here. Just make sure that 7 layers would actually kind of fit with the buildings that I'm going to add in a little bit. I have also I've decided to leave it off for now. When I went back to check it just before recording this, well, I had a full chest full, and I think I figured out that I'm getting a full stack probably about every 2.5 minutes or 3 minutes, somewhere in there. So it's Very effective. But I think that's going to do it for now. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.